Okay, so this is my latest settlement build on Spectacle Island, based on sort of building staircases. I thought this looked fairly cool and fairly like a police state kind of Big Brother kind of construction. But I thought it might be quite useful to do a quick tutorial on some of the stair techniques, because I've gone a bit crazy with it and done hundreds of them. Yeah, I'm quite liking the way this looks. Kind of feels fairly oppressive working up the hill like this. This bit at the end here is just a blank canvas at the moment. I'm going to be putting some extra stuff on here. And you've always got to have a rad storm shot, haven't you? Because the lighting is just so cool. This video is kind of evolving as I do it, so I've got some kind of later shots in here already, and then I'm going to do a work in progress with some more stuff at the end. Okay, so with building the stairs, I like to start off at a reasonable height, so just give me more room once it's finished. I've done this by just attaching it to a cube just to raise it up a bit. And I'm essentially starting off with one floor plane. I've attached other planes to the side just to stop any snapping once we're in build mode. And here, this is the second piece that I'm actually going to be using, and I'm just pushing this back 2 plank widths in order to just so I can get the same width every time. I'm just using that as a guide, as you can see there. And I'm trying to stay fairly accurate with this, because the more accurate you can get, the neater it looks. And again, I'm putting these in now on the sides just to stop the next one from snapping when I go to position it. And on the second one, I'm going to put it in the same position now as the original floor plane, because I'm going to be building this up too high. But when you construct yours, you can go as high or low as you want. I'm doing it 2 here because it's going on a fairly large architectural structure. So if it was 1 plank high, it would look a bit strange. And I'm going to just take these away just so you can see what I've done. But if I was building this for real, I would probably just leave this in for a while, because there's no real reason to take it away. Okay, so what you can see here is the original plane that I had in there. If I take that one away, and then the next one up is offset by 2 planks and 2 floor planes in height. And I'm just going to keep doing this until I've got the one as big as I want. And if I need to continue with this, I'm going to have to put the side bits in again, obviously, because of the snapping. Okay, so once you've got a stack of these, you can just attach cubes to them fairly easy. Start at the bottom, otherwise it doesn't work, and just keep dropping these in, and then you end up with something like that. And if you want to do something a little bit more interesting, you can do an offset in both directions in order to create a corner piece like that, and that's what the template looks like for that. Obviously, if you want to do these both sides, you've got to do 2 different ones, one in each direction. And I'm just going to link in a couple of cubes on these just to demonstrate what they look like. On the construction that I just showed you, what I've done is a left hand one of these and a right hand one of these, and then I've taken some straight staircase pieces and linked them into the middle, which was fairly fiddly, and it can be quite tricky to get that to work. I'm trying to work on a way of actually finding a better way to do that, but at the moment that was just pick it up and line it up. And this is just the corner piece going in. So you end up with a really quite attractive construction like that. Okay, on this shot here you can see that I've made the floor planes 3 wide and then taken the middle section out. I do that because that way you can keep your template. Okay, so say you've got a straight staircase made out of concrete cubes and it's 1 wide. What you can do with this is you can link them together and make them wider by putting a cube at the front, working it sideways and then working backwards. It seems to clipping much nicer than if you try and work it widthways. And then just delete those because you've just used those in order to snap it in. And when you do this, you can go as wide as you like, which means you could build up something fairly big fairly rapidly. I suppose another way you could do this is just make your floor plane template as wide as you want and then link them in as you're building it. And here's some more exterior shots of the overall complex. And this needs more lighting because I've run out of copper. I'm desperately short of that. Here you can see I've used some spiral staircase in the bit at the back in order to create a centerpiece. On the spiral staircase, it's very much similar to making the standard staircases, except you keep one of the corners static and then just rotate using plank widths again. For this one, I've kept the right hand corner in the same place, but I've offset the left hand. If you wanted to spiral to go the other way, obviously you do it the other way around. But I think some of this is looking quite cool. I like the steel constructions and the bits where I've worked the poles into the wall. Also need to get some light boxes in here. Okay, until the next video, I'll do some updates on this, but thanks for watching.